So let's talk about yesterday's Monster Hunter Rise and Monster Hunter Stories 2 digital event. Now, what you'll need to know is that that was an amazing event. I'll leave a link to those who haven't watched it yet in the description below. I'll leave a link to that full video. It was very entertaining, I guess, to know more information. You know, I couldn't really watch it on someone else's live stream because it kept buffering in this room, so I had to watch on my TV, which was very big and very bright. But it was very informative. That's something you should know. Uh, Very informative because they spoke a lot about Monster Hunter uh, Stories 2 and Monster Hunter Rise. A lot about that. And they do give more insight on the Rampage itself. Now, I'm kind of surprised that we'll get a time, like a limited time, before the Rampage begins. We get this limited time to set up, some extra siege weapons and stuff, get those ready and stuff like that, Just be prepared to get ready. And we get like possibly, let's just say 110 seconds or so, which is quite a long time, A lot of time to prepare a lot of things. We also learned that in the Rampage, there will be like an apex monster or another threat monster, I forgot what they called it, that will be leading the Rampage. And basically, uh, it will be a bit tougher, very tough. So I'm very excited just by hearing more info on the Rampage. I'm so excited. I think the Rampage is a perfect new thing for this game. I get it. The wire bug is cool. Silkbind attacks, cool. But also now you have the Rampage, which is amazing, and I really hope that maybe in the future, possibly you might get Elder Dragon Rampages. Who knows? That's just a little hope. But anyways, moving on. We also got to see a trailer for Monster Hunter Stories 2 in the beginning. They spoke a lot about that. Then they show us a Monster Hunter Rise fifth trailer. They show us a fifth trailer. And to be honest, this trailer wasn't so 100% amazing in my opinion. Don't get me wrong, I love Monster Hunter, but this trailer didn't really show a lot that I wanted. It only showed like, I would say like 30% more that I wanted to see. They've shown two new monsters, well, not really new monsters, returning monsters, which are basically Nargacuga and uh, Zenoga. Oh my goodness, sorry about that. I feel like there are ants everywhere. Wow. Uh, I really need to clean this desk. I really, really need to clean this desk. I eat a lot on this desk, and sometimes you never know what crumbs or pieces of food lay on your desk sometimes because you're so focused on other stuff. Anyways, back to the video. Um, Basically, we get to see also Barroth as well. So basically, three returning monsters. And we also get to see another monster, and this monster is floating in the air. It's like at the end of the trailer, we get to see this weird monster, and it has like these weird jaws. I don't know how to describe it, but it's very fucking creepy. So I will say, a new Elder Dragon. I think I'll classify that as an Elder Dragon because it doesn't seem like any other normal monster, unless it's a new species of monsters. But that has to be an Elder Dragon. Plus an Elder Dragon, Now, Barroth was confirmed a few days ago because people saw a mission and they said, you know what, this mission belongs to Barroth, you know. But we get to see Nargacuga, Zenoga in yesterday's video, and we also get to see a second trailer, kind of like a small trailer um, for a free title update. Now, normally they don't really show a free title update so early, so this is kind of strange to see this in a digital event, But basically, this monster shown in this free title trailer is Chameleos, basically an elder dragon that can turn itself invisible, like a chameleon, disguise itself, blend in with the colors, Um, and it can steal stuff from you too. Like ages ago, I fought it. Years ago, actually, I fought the monster. Trust me, it's kind of a pain, but honestly, it's cool to have him in this game. So it is going to come in a free title update, and also they did mention that there will be more monsters in this April free title update. So Chameleos and extra monsters. I'm gonna say extra monsters because they never specify what type of monster that's also going to be appearing in this first free title update. So it was kind of interesting, to know that you're not only getting one massive monster, you're getting quite a few monsters as well. But they might kind of specify that maybe with an extra trailer next time when the free title comes out, when it's available for the first free update. You might get like a full quick montage of the monsters appearing in this free title update. But I will say maybe a few big monsters as well. Wow. Don't forget to also speak about quite a lot of other things. I forgot what moveset skills or something like that. What do they call it? I forgot. But basically, I think you can change certain moves for certain weapons. You know, pretty cool, pretty freaking cool. Um, what's it called? Move skills. Sets. I forgot the name. Gosh darn it. But anyways, they also give us a rundown of the 5 areas we have. Nothing new. Yesterday I thought they might give us a new area, but no new areas yet. Um, so far we just have the 5 volcanic lava deserts, flooded forests, and we also have, did I say volcanic? I mean the shrine ruins. That's all we have. We have 5 areas so far. Will they add more in this game? I don't think so right now. Possibly maybe in a G rank expansion because they tend to make new areas for those expansions, but who knows? Maybe for a free title update you might get another area. But I kind of doubt they will throw in another area right now, especially so early in the game. Anyways, today there'll be another event. I think it's going to be gameplay. And all I can say is that let's just focus this side on predictions. All I can say is we might get to see some hunts on a different area. Normally we saw, uh, normally we saw hunts or gameplay on, you know, um, Frost Islands and Shrine Ruins. We never got to see any of the other 3 areas with gameplay. I'm talking about full-on gameplay, not just a few clips, just full-on gameplay. We never really see anything like that. We might also get a Rampage gameplay, which will be cool. Hopefully, we get a Rampage gameplay, just for us to get the idea of what's going on as well. That'll be kind of cool. I get it, they showed enough clips already, and they did describe the Rampage, but it's better to see a full gameplay of it to understand a bit more, and that's perfectly cool. What else can I hope for or predict? Uh, hmm. They might also talk about stories too, but I don't know. They might show gameplay on stories too as well. Possibly, possibly not. Um, However, I will say that this could be a very long gameplay, maybe like 20 minutes, 20, 21 minutes tops, or plus more. I just hope it's in a different area and you're fighting at least some different monsters we never saw clips of. Or maybe we saw quite a few clips of, but we haven't seen full-on gameplay on. I'm not talking about the basic monsters like we already saw, like Somnicant or Kezu or Bishotten or like, uh, you know, any of those monsters we already saw with some gameplay. I want to see at least some new monsters. Maybe they might show Magnamalo gameplay. Now, also, they did announce a second demo coming out on the 11th of March, which is basically a few days from now. So yeah, get ready for that. If you already have the demo, you can just update it. And basically in the previous demo, you had around 30 tries. When I mean 30 tries, I mean 30 tries to play all the missions, I guess. You just get around 4 missions in the first demo. Now in the second demo, you get those same 4 uh, gameplay missions, but you also get the 5th one, which is where you hunt try to hunt Magnamalo. And, I don't know if they should be doing this, because Magnamalo is their flagship after all. But then again, I don't think it's going to be the end game. People need to realize that. Like, I don't think Magnamalo is going to be the end game as well, because I doubt that. I really doubt it's going to be the end game for this series because they have to, maybe there's an elder dragon or some other monster as well. Like in that trailer we saw, the fifth trailer, we saw this weird monster floating around in the air. That could be one of the final monsters we fight. uh Maybe one of the few elder dragons we get in the game. They haven't really mentioned that when they spoke about the rest of the stuff, when they did, like, the talking aspects, talking about, in the trailer and what they shown. They never even mention this new elder dragon that was floating in. So it's like, I guess that's a small teaser. We have to find out on our own when we play the game what the monster is. At the end of the day, I just want to say, this is very cool. This is very cool. I can't wait for the game to come out because there's a lot of interesting elements added in the game. When I mean elements, I mean mechanics. A lot of interesting gameplay mechanics added in the game. You know, you're not just getting basic Monster Hunter stuff, you're getting a lot more in it. So I'm very happy about that. Maybe you might get gameplay on Nargacuga and Zenoga. I'm not going to attempt writing it down, but uh, I'm just going to write two monsters because I'm not going to misspell Nargacuga or Zenoga. Sometimes I do have a tendency of misspelling words. So when it comes to Zenoga and Nargacuga, yesterday they were announced and they were the first things we see in the trailer. So you might get gameplay on hunting those two monsters, which will be cool. That'll be so freaking cool. At least it's something different we haven't seen, We haven't seen actual gameplay of, we just saw clips of it, and that's it. You know, this will be kind of cool to see some good action with these monsters. Don't forget the turf wars. um, Anyways, that's pretty much it. To be honest, I kind of wish instead of Magnamalo, a Magnamalo mission in the demo, I wish you got Nargacuga and Zenoga missions instead. I don't know. Which ones would you like better? Nargacuga and Zenoga missions or Magnamalo missions? Because don't get me wrong, I have no issue with Magnamalo. I just think that it's a bit too early to throw in your flagship monster. I know it's not going to be the endgame monster. It makes sense it's not going to be the endgame monster, but at the same time, it does drive the story, and he is hyped up a lot, so I would rather keep him for gameplay, for the main base game only, instead of just throwing him at the demo. But it's fine, at least people can get used to him. And those of you who update your first original demo, you'll get your 30 tries back again. So, you can retry some of those missions again, or you can hunt Magnamalo as much as you want. Anyways, tell me your thoughts on this digital event. Do you think that this was a perfect event? For me, I think it was very informative. We get to know more about Stories 2, which is basically a spin-off. It's a spin-off Monster Hunter series, and it's not really focusing on the main title series. That's cool, but there will be collaborations as well, by the way. I forgot to mention that. Uh, Collaborations between there will be collaborations between Rise and Stories 2. So they have teased this out quite in the beginning of the announcements for these two games last year. So there will be some. I don't think just armor, um, collaborations, but maybe more as like we get free updates or something. We get more and more uh, just more and more missions with the collaborations. Maybe in the future you might get a collaboration with both games, and it has to do with a different monster you find in Stories 2 or you find in Rise. It's gonna be a cool collaboration. Especially because both of them are different, have different gameplay. One of them is more cute, more towards just not so hardcore gameplay, in my opinion. Hardcore hunting. Like Rise, it's pretty hardcore, but like Stories 2 seem more mellow, in my opinion. And don't get me wrong, I love when games have a lot of stories. So I'll be very interested in stories too, that's for sure. But they do introduce some kind of Rathalos subspecies. Oh, yeah, I think it's a Rathalos subspecies. It has some black wings, and that could actually be in Rise for a collaboration as well. You never know, you know? Uh, anyways, that's it. Hope you all enjoyed this video. I am just so tired. Just kidding. I have one more video to make, which is not a Monster Hunter. Yes, it's not going to be on Monster Hunter. Anyways, I'm surprised I'm getting ants everywhere. Like, I'm getting 1 and 2 ants popped up everywhere. I hope there's no big pack of ants everywhere, because that would be such a pain in the neck. We always used to get ants, especially those very tiny ones, those ones that's like 10 times the size of a regular giant ant. You know, it's so hard to get rid of, honestly, because they're so tiny. It's like you have to make sure they don't crawl on you or anything like that, you know. I used to have them like invading my drawers and stuff years ago. Even last year as well, like all of them were invading my drawers, and they were just there, and it's so difficult to get rid of because, you know, it's such a tight space to get rid of them, you know. Anyway, sorry about that little rant. Not a big fan of ants. Take care, enjoy today, because there's going to be another gameplay event today, so enjoy that as well. If I had a good laptop, I would stream it as well, my reaction, but then again, I don't have a good laptop.